Hey, this is Tyron here with We Auto Detailing Service in the Atlanta and Metro Atlanta area. And today we're going to talk about part-time car detailing business. So this is one of the topics that came across my mind and I just want to talk about it. So let's get into it. So first of all, can you make it as a part-time detailer? I would say that you would have to really have another source of income that pays the bills, or if you're doing it as like a side hustle with two things that mixture together to pay your bills, that also can work. However, you want to make sure that you're scheduling correctly. And when I say scheduling, that means like just making sure you have set times and days that you detail and set days that you don't detail. By doing this, you give your clients the availability to book you in their system, which it makes it easier to manage. So if you have set days and schedule always set on your website where they can book you, then when it comes to having your schedule booked out whenever you're detailing, that should never be a problem because they will see that you have limited availability. So that may even help you because I know some customers, they want to see that someone's busy, and when they see that, that makes them more likely to book an appointment as well sometimes. So by having your schedule online and then setting your hours to match that schedule, you're limiting your availability and you creating a booking system that works for you and your schedule. Now, as far as the financing, I think that it can work, and it actually may be better because when you have a job, you getting that guaranteed income, and then after that, you can actually take your detailing money as extra income, and that extra income can be reinvested into the business as opposed to you needing that money to get through your day-to-day life. By needing that money to get through your day-to-day life, you're creating a system where you're going to need the business to survive, and that also can hurt your business as well. So depending on how you run your business, it can help you or hurt you by being part-time. But I think it's kind of a unique situation being part-time because it allows you to not need the money to survive off. So if you enjoy your job that you currently do and you're just looking for another way to make income, then yes, I would say part-time detailing is a great idea. And it'll be even better if you can start by not being a person that's detailing the cars. But if you want to start detailing the car yourself to create that self income for yourself, then that's even better because then there's more money coming in your pocket. But when you start with a team member, you're set yourself up more for a more successful business in the long run because now you have a self-sufficient business that doesn't run based off of you. So that's the benefits. I think that full time has its advantages as well. So running a full time car detailing business, there's higher potential to make more money than running it part time, and there's almost like a guarantee unless you work in a high middle range six figure position at your job, you most likely going to make more money. But with more money comes more responsibility. It comes more work. It involves less days off, and it requires working on the weekends. It requires a lot more from you as a business owner. It requires you to plan for yourself. Like in jobs, they take the taxes out for you. In jobs, they create your schedule for you. Which when you work for yourself full time, you have to manage your own schedule. You have to manage your own taxes. You have to manage your whole system to make sure that you're doing exactly what needs to be done to make the business continue to stay running and you can make money continuously in your business. So part-time and full-time, I guess what I would say would be the best option. I would say it depends on your situation. And how do I feel about leaving your job to get into detailing full time? I think that leaving your job would be a big risk. I did it and it worked out, but I would say that you should at least have your stuff, your equipment, and you should have some customers coming in while you're doing it as part time. So how long you stay in your job will depend on how much customers you're getting. So by setting yourself up to get customers as you're doing it part time, that gives you the ability to see what's the potential. And as soon as you find yourself making a decent amount of money where it's to the point where it's preventing you from making more money and you have guaranteed money coming in for your car detailing clients that's consistently booking you, you can easily say, okay, now it's time to walk away from my full-time job. But another smart idea is to find a dealership when you first starting out and you work there for small amounts of money, like, maybe 30, 40, 50 $50 a car or something like that. And you can do that consistently. Like, if because you're doing it so cheap of a rate, they're more than likely going to keep calling you back and have you keep coming in. So if you're able to, you know, um, get off of work, go in, clock in your job early, and get off by 3, 4 o'clock. Go out there every single day, put in 2 hours a day. On weekends, work all weekend or something like that, and the dealership becomes like, okay, like you can have those conversations with them, like you thinking about leaving your job, you plan on coming out here consistently. If do they plan on continually using you? If they say yeah, or they're like confident in your ability, that they like your work, and they don't have you don't have to put that risk on them, but just by them, like, yeah, we definitely gonna keep using you. Just that is enough for you to be like, okay, now that I have this dealership, how much money is that bringing to me on a weekly and monthly basis or bi-weekly? If that's like a minimum, then you want to take that and, add that to like maybe some marketing, some mobile clients. And if you're starting to get that coming up, then that lets you know, okay, I have a minimum and I have what's coming. And by doing that, you're able to like determine like, okay, if worst case scenario, I'll be making just as much as I make at my job or less, or a little bit less. Then that freedom may be worth it, and then that grind may kick in once you leave your job to really push it in your business. So that's my way of doing things. That's how we was able to get to full time. And I think that if you continue to decide on what you want to do based on your situation, part-time and full-time can work. It's just you have to have, it depends on your vision. And lastly, part-time, if you don't want to do this full-time and you just want some extra supplemental income to add to your full-time job, if you want to just do it part-time, this is also great because you can easily make a lot of money by just working on the weekends. Like, you can make a lot of money by working and only in the afternoon. If you work a job where you get off around like 2:30, 3 o'clock, you can easily do 1 to 2 clients a day, and make a lot of money. So either way it goes, it's both works. I'm not saying that you have to go full time. I'm not saying that part time would be sufficient enough to really grow a business or anything like that. But I hope that you all got some benefits from this. I hope that you all enjoyed the video. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe button. If you have any questions, definitely comment, man. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know any like tidbits or tips or notes that you all want to talk about in the comment section, man. So y'all take care. Check y'all out. See y'all next time.